but he can explode at any minute. And a big right hand landed by Martin Nguyen.
Really cuffed him, didn't he? Got a clean shot in there. By far, the biggest step up for Christian Lee is what Martin Nguyen represents. And Christian got back in with a left hand there that also caught his opponent fairly cleanly. So a good punch each from these men in the opening seconds.
That overhand right is real dangerous from Nguyen because Christian kind of keeps his posture really high and his head looks like it's really elevated, so he doesn't kind of tuck the chin in. So he's susceptible to that overhand right from Martin Nguyen.
It's Lee very much in pursuit mode, as we thought it might be.
Nice catch there on the kick, spins around, takes control, and this is where Martin Nguyen wants to get this fight. He wants to make it dirty, he wants to make it gritty, and he likes to drag these fights down to the ground, trying to signal a big takedown, but Christian pops right back up.
He did so well to land on his feet there. Looked for a moment as if he'd be landing on his head.
Very
Athleticism
agile.
and flexibility, agility, that's right, exactly the word we were looking for.
There's another one of those big right hands coming from Nguyen, but Christian ducks under it. We have ourselves a fight, folks.
What an arc to that uppercut from Nguyen, which I'm not sure that it connected, but sent out a message, didn't it?
When I saw this fight on the card, I knew that this one could be the Fun 88 fight of the night.
What a decent overhand right that was from Nguyen as Lee came in.
He's throwing out a stiff jab there. He's got an awkward guard. He keeps a very wide guard, very wide stance. Not your typical boxing stance or Muay Thai stance.
Good left jab from Lee there, but it's that counter overhand right from Nguyen that he's got to be careful of when he throws that jab.
Nice. I like how he threw that overhand right, stepped forward with the right foot, and then came with a left overhand.
And Lee's been quite adept just in the last 20 seconds of getting counter but he caught that one and went down and bounced straight back up again.
That's it, man. Christian's got to get his chin down. His head's really high in the air, and Nguyen is taking advantage of that with these big overhands.
Can't take your eyes off this one for a second. Good ramrod left jab from Christian Lee.
Now Christian's starting to get a little bit more compact in his stance. Again, another overhand right,
kick.
Steve.
Yeah, he threw the kick and was exposed to the right hand, wasn't he? These counters from Nguyen are expert punches.
Will we see Christian Lee in the second round? And that's the question on everybody's mind.
The energy, the sharpness of youth, very apparent from Lee, but you can just see that little bit more seniority from Nguyen. A little bit more cleanliness to his work.
Well, he's timing these overhands perfectly. Christian's got to keep that chin tucked. Not let him get caught by one of these big overhand rights, or lefts for that matter.
Christian Lee hasn't seen an opponent like this in the One Championship cage, and that was a good right hand, and it sent Nguyen stumbling it, and Nguyen's in trouble. And Lee just wobbles up. And Nguyen will pounce on this. This could be his opportunity. Gets in close, that head is exposed to possible knees. Lee bounces back up, but he goes back down again. He's certainly shaken up.
Christian's hurt, Steve.
1
Christian's
minute
hurt.
left.
Big left hook landed by Nguyen, started this onslaught, and Nguyen is jumping all over it.
Could already be the Fun 88 fight of the night, this one. You just cannot take your eyes off it.
He's kind of got him in a guillotine here, sort of a modified choke.
Oh, it looks very clean as well.
He's kind of lacing his hand around his
Under the
bicep.
chin. I'm not sure how he's getting through this.
Christian's fighting, he might be out, Steve, he's out!
I think he is. It's finished.
Jadambaa, so much strength, so much power. If he puts Martin Nguyen on his back, Jadambaa's got those meat hooks, those massive anvils of fists that can rain down punches in the ground and pound.
I like how Nguyen opened up with that lower leg kick. Start the movement of Jadambaa. Jadambaa likes to plant that lead leg and then start throwing wide-angled shots. He doesn't really throw a lot of linear punches. He throws a lot of hooks, a lot of uppercuts, a lot of overhand rights. And I like how Nguyen's immediately starting to attack that lower leg because Jadambaa can't plant off that lead leg.
Look out for the overhand right of Martin Nguyen. It's the bread and butter punch. May I say bread and Vegemite punch of the Australian. He used it to win the featherweight title from the seemingly unstoppable Marin Gafarov. And then he used it to knock out Edward Folayang to win the World Lightweight Championship. And he timed it, threaded to the forehead of Jadambaa tonight. Long-reaching jab from the champion. Jadambaa, the former world champion. Swings low, does Nguyen. Nguyen says he's never trained as hard as he did over in Florida with Henry Hooft and Ong-La and TL Tang. Front kick there from the champion. Jadambaa, who's been itching, who's been waiting for this opportunity, this chance to get back into contention, to get under the tilt at the strap. He wants more around that muscular waist.
Martin's starting to touch Jadambaa very slowly, very methodically. He's starting to see what's landing, what's not. But what's landing right now is that lower leg kick. He's hit him a few times in the head, and that left hand of Jadambaa is slowly starting to drop. And I think Martin sees it just like I do, and he's gonna start to throw that overhand right.
Jab from Nguyen. Just seeing, as Mitch said, what Jadambaa has to offer. Overhand right there from the former world champion. Drift back to center circle. Jab again from Nguyen. High kick from Nguyen.
Jadambaa's also being very cautious. He's not being reckless at all. He's slowly inching forward. He's also throwing out that jab, which is not something he usually throws.
That's that roundhouse kick under the left arm of Jadambaa. Jadambaa just massive traps and a huge back and enormous deltoids on the Mongolian. Roundhouse kick there from Nguyen. Front kick from the Aussie. Jadambaa threads the jab to the right hand. Had the power, didn't have the distance nor the timing. Nguyen being very careful, methodically selecting each strike. Not overexerting himself, not leaving himself open to a counter. He's got tremendous respect for the former world champion from Mongolia. But as Mitch said earlier, the team believes they've found a chink in the armor of Naratungala Jadambaa.
You can see when Martin steps forward, he plants his left foot. That's when Jadambaa is throwing his leg kicks. And you can see it when, like, the difference between the two. Martin's throwing his leg kicks and Jadambaa's kind of riding them. But when Martin steps forward, that's when Jadambaa's landing, and the full weight of that leg kick is impacting Martin's leg.
A beautiful Brazilian kick there from Martin Nguyen, otherwise known as a question mark kick. Fakes downstairs low, then arcs over the top to the head of the opponent. Jadambaa a little tentative here, Mitch, in the first round for your liking.
That leg kick, though, that lower leg kick, it's because all the weight is on Martin's leg when he's starting to throw it. You can start to see him shuffle a little bit. I don't think Martin liked that last leg kick. Jadambaa's being a little tentative, yes. He's not throwing forward, but he's picking him apart. He's throwing that jab out there. Jadambaa's an experienced striker. He's had over 29 kickboxing matches against some of the greats, so he knows what he's doing in this situation.
Jadambaa used to compete at the highest level in kickboxing. He was a K1 Max competitor. Took on the best of the best. Left hook there from Jadambaa. Final 10 seconds. Left hook from Nguyen. Nicely done from the champion. Jadambaa goes downstairs, kicks the chin. We are going to go into the second. The former champion tonight, the challenger, Jadambaa Naratungala. Seeing what Jadambaa has to offer again, Martin Nguyen. Very cerebral performance so far from the Vietnamese Aussie. Front kick from Jadambaa. Roundhouse kick to the liver there from Nguyen. One of two Nguyen's on tonight's card. Earlier on, we saw reality TV star B. Nguyen make a successful one championship debut, her win over Dwiano Retno Wulan of Indonesia. Good body shot there, dipping to the belly button from Nguyen. Overhand right, the money shot of Martin Nguyen. Goes downstairs, he's seen...
That one hurt Jadambaa.
Jadambaa's left leg is hurt.